everybody, it is Tuesday and it's 2 o'clock. So that means it's time for Top 5 Tuesday. And I figure it was so lucky that we ended up with a Tuesday being New Year's Eve. So why not go ahead and have fun? So I've decided to have, this is our big blowout show of the year. And although I'm not singing or dancing, I'm going to show up in costume like a true host of a New Year's Eve party show. So welcome to our New Year's Eve party here. And we're going to have tons of giveaways. I got all kinds of stuff to give away. And we're going to do the top 19 products of 2019 to really make this fun and make it special. So I see lots of laughy faces. Oh, I got more for you guys. This is just the beginning. So before we jump into our top 19 products of 2019, we are going to talk about this is the last day of 2019. And for anybody who doesn't know, I have been promoting a program called the Smart Racers Program. It's something I do separate from Crate Insider, where I teach racers about marketing, promoting themselves, getting sponsors, doing all the things that I do here at Crate Insider, but doing it so you can benefit your race team, benefit your fans, and benefit your sponsors. And today is the last day to sign up. We'll drop a link in, and it only costs $25 a month, so it's less than the price of a pit pass, or you can upgrade and do a whole year at a time so you don't have to dink around with it on a monthly basis. Whatever's best for you, but if that is one of your New Year's resolutions for your race team is to improve your marketing and get more sponsors, seriously sign up. Join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Already having success stories that I just couldn't even dream of. So join us. All right. So with that, let's jump into our 19 products of the month. I've got them everywhere. They're all over the place. And a lot of these you're going to recognize because, well, there's going to be a lot of my favorites in here. So they're stuck in this box right now, which I didn't anticipate. But in the number 19 spot, I don't have enough fingers, so we're going to roll with that. But it's our cold air box from Dominator. Guys have been having such great success with this in order to separate your engine from your engine heat from the air going into your air filter. So we love the cold air box. It runs $69. We just got a shipment of these in, so you probably want to get them while we've got them. It took us a while to get this particular order, but we love the cold air box, and if it's legal for you to run, you want to run it. All right, next up in the number 18 spot, we're going to actually go to my phone for this because I didn't really want to bring in some giant items, so we're going to go to my phone. To the phone we go. And this is going to be right here, our BA 602 Dirt Late Model header set. And this whole set, you see it comes with the headers, and it's got the collector, the anti-reversion mufflers with it. It's just a whole package, and that whole package runs $640. So really is the best option right now for 602s out there is to go with the BA headers for your dirt late model. Oh, and speaking of BA, you know what? Here I got something for you. I said in the description there's going to be a lot of giveaways. I wasn't kidding. So I got a whole pile. You guys may see, see, there's my stash pile right over here. Well, I've cleared out my stash pile, and it's going out to you guys. So one of the things is I have a hat here from BA Headers. And what I want to see here, I'm going to go ahead and scroll in the comments myself. And I'm going to say hi to everybody. So yeah, Jimmy likes my mask. My brother likes my mask. But the first person who types in BA, spelled just like that, BEYEA, the first one who can push that enter key is going to win the hat. So type in BA, the first one I see, I'll call out. And then what you'll do is you'll just send me a private message with your address. So let's see here. We're still waiting for that. Well, anyway, we're going to move on. So first person I see, I think we've got some more comments over here. And there we go. So Cade Loudy, Cade, you are our winner over here. And if you would, after this video is over, send us a private message with your address and we will get that sent out. So, all right. So next up in the number 17 spot, this is so weird. I probably needed an assistant to help me with these things. Let's see. We've got our 17-inch race fan. And I don't know where the hub is. There we go. Okay, maybe I thought about this. That was a great idea, but I didn't really think it completely through. But, it gives me a chance to do a nice little demo. So with the race fan, if you're going to order the 17-inch 4-blade race fan, it's going to come with a hub. You're going to get the hardware, and then you've got the blades right here, and they just, Well, I make them make that snappy sound. They really don't really snap in. You're going to bolt these in. And that's what's so nice is that you can convert this whether you want to have a 4-blade fan or a 3-blade fan or a 2-blade fan, any of those configurations. And there we go. So our 17-inch 4-blade race fan in the number 17 spot runs $265. I think it's time for a costume change. So, you know, because, well, it's Top 5 Tuesday, so that's what we do here, apparently. Well, nobody else does. So there we go. No more mask, but now I have a hat. So there, yeah. Would you like the hat? All right. Anyway, moving on. Let's do another giveaway because I've got plenty of stuff over here. So, in fact, I was talking to a friend of mine today. He really had a hard time this year, and that would be Brandon Haddon from Fast Performance Chassis. And I happen to have a couple of Fast Performance t-shirts right here. So for one of these, let's go ahead and type in fast. Just type in fast. First one to type in fast. This one happens to be a medium. Like, you know, it is what it is. It is what I have. So our fast t-shirt, type in fast, and the first one who does that is going to win the t-shirt. So let's see who we got here. So I can call out another winner. I like calling out winners right here. And apparently my mouse is not working. Welcome to my world here. All right, so Mikey is the winner, Mikey Burnham. So you are the winner of the Fast t-shirt. So I hope you're gonna enjoy that. All right, next up in our number 16 spot here is, well, I'm just gonna show you one, but they come in a pair. So our anti-reversion mufflers, these were designed by Hendren Racing Engines. They're produced by Dynatech. And our anti-reversion mufflers for a pair, they run $219.98. And how these work is that when your race car, when the engine is putting out exhaust, a lot of times what happens is that exhaust gas gets, you know, it gets to the end of the system and it just kind of hangs out at the end of it. It just kind of hangs out. So the next time your engine opens up for that next pulse, well, that dead gas gets sucked back into your engine, you know, and it's kind of like, you know, like breathing in a paper bag. It's just not the best thing. So inside of here, there's a pocket, you know, you might be able to see that there's a pocket in there that will trap that dead exhaust gas. As a result, since you're getting a fresh pulses of air into your engine, it means more torque. That's, well, I guess I could have made that the short version and just said, use this, more torque, but you know, I guess I explained it. So anyway, the anti-reversion mufflers in the number 16 spot. All right, next up in the number 15 spot is from our friends at Schaefer's, and that would be our Schaefer's oil by the case. And by the case, I mean, this is a great value for an oil, but it also is a great performer as well. And it runs $120.69, and that is a case of 12. Love working with Schaefer's. A big question I get is, what do you recommend for a break-in oil? And we don't really, you know, specify that, hey, you really need a break-in oil, because you really don't need a break-in oil. But the Schaefer's is a great choice from when your engine's new to continuing to run it, you know, whatever you want to do there, and it's at a great price point. So we love the Schaefer's oil, great way to go. So that is in the number 15 spot. Oh, we've got the top, whatever, the first five first five out of the way. So you know what, I think we should do another giveaway. What do we got over here? We have let's do a Crate Insider prize pack. So this Crate Insider prize pack, I got a whole little prize pack here because we had some beef jerky made that says Crate Insider on it. I have a Crate Insider hat. I have a pair of koozies, and we, you know, why not go ahead and throw a couple of VP stickers in there as well. So because we are a VP dealer, just by the way, in case you need some fuel and you're living in the North Carolina-ish area, you know, you can come pick it up because I'm not going to put it into a box. But our Crate Insider prize pack, gosh, guys, well, I've got Tori and I've got Alex in the office here helping. What word should we get them to type in for the Crate Insider prize pack?
Jerky.
Jerky. Type in jerky. So the first person who types in jerky is going to win the prize pack. And I don't even have a place for this right now. All right. It's a messy desk. All right. And if anybody of you guys see it first, you just let me know. So let me see who, people are working fast now. Yeah, keeping those fingers busy. Oh, Dustin Atkinson. So Dustin, you're the winner. So at the end, again, just send us a private message with your address and we'll get that sent out to you. Okay, so now we're moving on here. And our next one is, oh, I'm gonna do the big reveal here. I really should have thought this through better and had this stuff laid out, but you know, we're just rolling with it. But next up, such a popular product. This is still out of, we've got almost 300 videos on YouTube at this point, you guys, and this is still one of the most popular videos, the most popular video we've ever done, and it's one of the first ones, which means it's not the highest quality of what compared to what we do today. But here we are, and that is our LSM valve spring changer. So our video on YouTube, of course, is how to change valve springs on a 604, and fantastic tool. I mean, nothing but great reviews. Absolutely love this one, and love our friends at LSM. In fact, actually my friend Heidi from LSM got me this cool ring that looks like a wrench that's wrapped around my wrist or around my finger. So our LSM valve spring changer, this one runs $218.98, and we sell it with the exact adapter so you can use it on a 604, because it's not like this is made just for a 604. You can use it for lots of other engines. But we're Crate Insiders, so we do what we do, and we make things for 602s, 604s, and CT 525s. So there we go. So our valve spring changer, $218.98 in the number 14 spot. All right, so next up in the number 13 spot, this one I can reach a little bit easier, and that is our fast firewire. Oh my gosh, I mean, if you can love spark plug wires, I mean, who knew that that was a thing? But do love these spark plug wires. And this comes with all 8 wires. They're all marked with the cylinder, and it has a coil wire with it, so really easy to use. I mean, you can, of course, use them with a 602, or you can use them with a 604, either one. I mean, if you've got a 602 running HEI, you may not need the coil wire. You'll just be like, you know, be like when you were a kid and you're putting stuff back together and you just had extra pieces. So it's kind of like that. So our fast firewire, so popular, runs $159.99, and we're in the number 13 spot. All right, next up, we are in the number 12 spot. Let me grab this here. And in the number 12 spot, oh, is that another costume change? Oh, that just happened. Anyway, so our number 12 is our Daytona 1 XL1 engine treatment. And this is a product that I absolutely love. It's one that I use in my personal car because it saves me gas mileage. It does a great job for that. But in a race car, I know it sounds so crazy that you're going to get better performance in a race car, but also save gas mileage in your own personal car. The reason why is because when you put this into your oil, it's going to bind molecularly to any of the ferrous metals. So think of iron. I always think of iron as like rust and like jaggedy edges. And this will smooth out those edges, make a smoother, slicker surface, increase the lubrication, which means it cuts down on friction, cuts down on heat, and it just frees up, frees it up a little bit more. So an absolutely fantastic addition to your oil change, regardless of what you're pouring it into. Highly recommend the Daytona 1 XL1. And this large container here runs $84.95. $84.95. All right, next up in the number 11 spot, this is going to be another one where I am going to drag it out of the box. So I'm going to show you a picture. And there's a little announcement about this one too. We've, of course, started selling the ProFab headers this, just a little bit over a year ago, and really have been promoting them to the dirt late model market. And so there's the set where it comes with the headers. You've got the anti-reversion mufflers that are stainless, and it's got the clamps that'll help you put them into place and all of that. So what happened just very, very recently is that ProFab decided to change their collector design a little bit to make it a slip-on collector. So it's not technically a merge collector, so it's still legal in all the series, but it really strengthened that piece up because they were having a little bit, they saw an opportunity to make it better. So I still have one set. I have one set that's discounted because it's the current style, and that's now on sale for $16.48. But our new style with that slip-on collector is coming in the next couple weeks. So a couple weeks into January, we'll have some more of those on hand. We just put that listing up today, actually, in order to start taking pre-orders because they're going to go really quick. And I don't have a whole warehouse of them, but I'll have several of them. And with that, because we're talking about ProFab, I actually have because let's go back to the stash here. So I have 2 ProFab t-shirts. So how about like the first 2 people who type in ProFab, they're both let's see, this one's an extra large and this one is a large. So is what it is. Have what I have. So 2 ProFab t-shirts. So type in ProFab into the comments, and the first 2 are going to win them, and we'll go from there. So let's see what we've got here. Lots and lots of comments here today. What a fun show. Having so much fun. Let's see. Oh, and I guess with the delay, some people, you know what? Catherine, you mentioned by the time I hear what to type, like 5 people have typed it in. Tell you what, I'll hook you up in just a second here. We'll do that with the next one. So let's see. I love that Daytona 1 stuff. And let's see, our first 2 ProFabs. Oh my gosh, they're way up here. Mikey, but you already won, so I'm going to move on to the next. Thank you for your participation, but you know, try to give everybody a chance. So Brad Shawley, Brad, you're going to win a t-shirt. And Randy Ames Sr. So Randy, you're a winner as well. So those are our 2 ProFab t-shirts. And you know what? That brings us to the top 10. And I figured, you guys, it was New Year's. So I think what we should do for New Year's is, you know, we're getting closer and closer all the time. This is not actually brought to you by Corbel. I always liked Corbel champagne, but I figured, you know what, I'm not really going to be out partying tonight, so I'm partying with all of y'all right now. And apparently I do live in the South, so it's all y'all is what we're doing here. And let's crack this open, and hopefully we're just going to see what happens, right? We're just going to see what happens with cracking open a bottle of champagne. It's our own party at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's always 5 o'clock somewhere. Good call, Alex. All right. Boom. There we go. Yeah, we're not like celebrating victory lane. We're really not trying to have the big splash celebration. So now I'm going to get Tori to hand me a champagne glass, and we are going to drink to a fantastic 2019. We are going to, and I'm going to hand this over. Alex and Tori are going to and join me. So cheers, cheers, seriously, cheers to each and every one of you. Thank you all for being here. So, okay, all right. I didn't mean to spill that all over myself, but things happen. All right, now that brings us to our top 10. We're celebrating. Cheers to the top 10 right now. And in the number 10 spot is our 604 Beehive matched sets of valve springs. And what we do, see, we just actually, it's, you know, write match set on it. No, I mean, we don't get them and just put match set on them. I'm teasing you. What we do is we get dozens of these at a time, like a dozen boxes. We rate each and every one of the springs, and then we repackage them. So we take anything that doesn't really cut the mustard, we put that aside. I'm going to have a project for them at some time for my dead valve springs. But then we put them together with the like pressures and try to get you the best valve springs out there. So our match sets of Beehives, these run $159 for a set of the Beehives. All right, next up is, oh, this is a favorite of mine. In fact, oh, this reminds me of another promo to talk to you guys about. So this is, the number 9 spot is my fire bottle. This is an AMRC 1002. This is the one I call the Lucas system because it was mandated by the Lucas Oil Series that you had to have a system like this. And to tell you a little bit more about it, or if you're not familiar with fire suppression, I mean, if you've been watching the show for a while, this won't be the first time you've seen this. But if fire suppression is a newer concept for you, the quick version is that let's pretend you're upside down on fire, which none of us want to pretend, but it happens. What these are, this is what's called an automatic and manual. So with an automatic, we have these sensors on the end here, and whether this camera is going to decide to focus is totally up to it. But inside of here is a glass vial, and at 170 degrees, it's automatically going to break. When that glass vial breaks, it's going to set off the system and put out the fire. Now, you also have total control because being a manual system as well, it has a pull cord that you can have in the cockpit, and you'll just pull that cord and then it'll set off the system. So you've got perfect control whether you want to set off the system, like you see that, you know, your engine's on fire and it's a bad deal, you can pull the cord even before that sensor is going to go off. I mean, why wait? So the fire bottle system, hope you never, absolutely never need to use it. But my goodness, I definitely strongly recommend it. And so this system, it runs $794.32, and there's hazard shipping on top of that too. I try to minimize that, but it is what it is because it just ships hazard. But what this reminds me of, and I don't have these guys prepared with the link, but one thing I've been doing for the last couple of years, in addition to doing Crate Insider, is if you've ever heard of the Race Logic chassis schools. So Race Logic my friend Brian goes all over the country and does these chassis schools for a couple of days on different types of cars. So for the last couple of years, I've gone and spoken at one of these. One year it was in Nashville, one was in Atlanta, and I normally talk about fire suppression, and just to let people know about, a little bit slightly longer version of what I was just explaining to you and how they can pick the right system. Well, this next chassis school that I'll be going to is going to be in Alabama, and it's only like 11 days away, but it filled up so quickly that they decided to go ahead and make it an online class, and I'm helping them with the video and helping with the website and helping promote it as well. And if you're running a street stock and you want to be part of this chassis school and you're not going to have a chance to go to Alabama, you can actually sign up for the online version, and you can do that at racelogic.vip. So maybe I'll get Alex to type in racelogic.vip, and if that's something you're interested in, then definitely sign up, because it's such quality information. Check out that website. You can see all the instructors that are going to be there. Me talking about fire suppression is just a tiny little segment of really what's going on. It's the bigger piece is how do you set up your race car, and making sure your caster and your camber. I mean, we're gonna have Dave Hammond there from Hammond Motorsports talking about caster camber gauges and chassis setup plates, and Ben Baker will be there from AFCO talking about shocks and all kinds of setup things. Ben is so smart when it comes to these race cars. But since we are speaking about street stocks, I did have one more of these Fast Performance Chassis t-shirts, and so just to give some folks a chance that are maybe on a delay, just do it as fast as you can, type in fast, but we're going to pick the fifth person who types in fast is going to get the fast t-shirt. So Catherine, I'm wishing you luck that you can be number 5. We'll see what happens, and we'll watch for that in just a moment. All right, we still have 8 more products to go. So in the number 8 spot, and I have Tori watching for our, Tori's in the office. She's going to watch out for the 5th person saying fast on here. And let's see, we're moving on to number 8. So number 8 is, well, this is going to be another construction project, because remember our race fan hub from, I don't know, whatever number that was? Well, that was our 17-inch fan. And here in the number 8 spot is our 19-inch fan. So the 19-inch or the 17-inch refers to the diameter, how big it is all the way across. And in this spot, we're talking about the 3-blade fan. So the 3-blade 19-inch fan. And if you want to see how these blades, in fact, let's just go and do this. So you can lay these on top of each other. You can see the difference in the sizes. So it's really going to be an inch difference on either side, in order to have 2 inches in diameter difference. So our 19-inch 3-blade fan, and now you see what the 3-blade fan looks like, runs $217.50. But I'm telling you, we absolutely love these race fans. They are so good. All right, next up in the number 7 spot is, here we go. In the number 7 spot, we were talking about oil earlier. We're going to talk about oil again, and this is our Klotz oil. So our Klotz is a 1040, whereas our Schaefer's is a 1030. I mean, either one of these are fantastic oils. We have found, slightly higher horsepower numbers, but we're not talking about, earth-shattering. We're not talking about 20 horsepower or anything ridiculous. But if you're looking for a great additive package, great oil, we've been very successful with the Klotz oil. And the Klotz, now it comes in a case of 10, and a case of 10 runs $153.95. And that is our number 7 spot. I have fingers now, so I can do fingers, and we're under 10 now, so we can do that. Do we have a name, Tori? So Timmy Hancock Jr. So Timmy, you are the winner of our Fast Performance t-shirt right there. So again, send us a message after this video is over, and we'll get that sent out to you. All right, next up in the number 6 spot. Oh, this is a favorite. Well, Duh, they're all favorites. Otherwise, they wouldn't be on the top 19 list, right? But in the number 6 spot is our NGK spark plugs. I don't know why we have 1 box. You get 2 boxes because we sell them by a set of 8. Since you have 8 cylinders in your engine and you need 8 spark plugs, we sell them in a set of 8. And that set of 8 runs $22.32. I think we should drink to that. That might be the thumbnail for the video. All right. Next up, in the number 5, we're in the top 5 right now. These are the top 5. I feel like we need to be a little bit breathless because it's the top 5 of the whole year of 2019. Okay, number 5 is our Daytona 1 3060 gear oil. Telling you, the guys, is amazing stuff. Well, because it's in the top 5, right? But perfect gear lube to be used in your quick change rear ends. It's it cuts down on parasitic drag. You don't have that, heavy grease that, what can happen is as your gears are spinning, if that oil or your gear lube is going to stick to it, it ends up really changing the size of your gears. I mean, your little gear can end up being like this big because of all of that that's gathering up. And what all that does is add extra drag. So this will even last, throughout the season, with multiple changes, and it really cuts down the heat is probably the biggest thing. I hear about some of my customers who, when they're changing gears, they don't even have to use gloves, which is amazing because gears can get ridiculously hot. Now, I'm not saying that you should do that. I think you should wear gloves. But at the same time, I mean, as far as bringing down those temperatures, it's really amazing. So that's our Daytona 1 3060 gear oil in the gallon, and it runs $68.19 for a gallon in the number 5 spot. And the number 4 spot is our Crate Insider flat air filter top. So this is the top to, of course, we sell a lot of air filter products, but this is the top that goes with our air filter kit. Our air filter kits really would have made like the top 19, but we're talking about the individual products, so it worked out that way. So our lid right here, it runs $68.50, and that is in the number 4 spot. Okay, next up is the number, now we're in the top 3. So the top 3, number 3 is from our friends at Walker Filtration. This is our 4-inch Walker air filter. And this air filter, it is an oiled filter. It comes pre-oiled. So when you receive this, you really can just go ahead and put it right on your car. No problem at all. You don't have to do anything to it, but it is cleanable and washable. And you can then just re-oil it. And we do sell the air filter oil as well. We sell a cleaning kit that goes with it. And the Walker air filters run $99. We also, by the way, have them available. This is the 4-inch. And when I talk about 4-inch, what I'm talking about is just the element right here. So that's a big question. And in fact, there's a tape measure. I didn't plan this, but I have a tape measure in my office. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you that. This seems like a better idea in theory, but there we go. So if we go to the 4 inches, the 4 inches is the element, which is from there to there. And even that, we're just a little bit over. But if we're going to go all the way from the bottom of where so we love the urethane that's on here because it's so slick, or so heavy duty. That gets us to about 5 inches, by the way. Let me see if I can show this to the camera. There we go. I think you can see that. So you can see it's about 5 inches. So you really want to look at your height clearances and make sure that you've got enough room to be able to see over that, or, just figure out what's going to work best for you. So that's going to be the 4-inch filter. That's really about 5 inches in height. And we're going to have that same type of situation with the 3-inch filter, that it's going to be closer to 4 because of that urethane that's top and bottom. And since we're talking about Walker, I do have another little giveaway here. So this is a t-shirt from our friends at Walker Performance Filtration right here. And this one happens to be a 4X. So it's a bigger size. I know some of my 4X customers are like, hey, Kate, I just feel like you never have anything for me. You've got these ridiculously small things. Now we have a 4X. So I'll tell you what, why don't we make this for the 3rd person who types in 4X? The 3rd person who types in 4X, you're going to win the shirt, because I really would like it to go to someone who's really going to wear it. Believe me, I'm somebody who likes to win literally for the sake of winning. I swear. I mean, I will win something. I don't care if it's a cardboard box with a bow on it. I'm that competitive. But at the same time, you know, if there's something that people can really use and wear, I'd like for them to have it. So Tori will let us know when we've got our third person who types in 4X. And that's our number 3. So that means, guys, we're down to the top 2 right now. And number 2 is on my shelf. So there it is, because this is where it lives. Well, that's just going to go over there. So number 2 is such a popular product. Oh my gosh, I should have not put on a spinning chair. But number 2 is our matched sets of 602 valve springs. Had a hard time getting these here at the end of the season. We did just get a shipment. I need to order some more already. And this will give you an idea, though. What we do is when we rate these, we bag them in 2 different bags. So one says intake and one says exhaust. So the intake ones tend to be slightly heavier in pressure than the exhaust ones, and we found that that works for the best performance. So if you hear something different, just don't listen, or just go, yeah, okay, whatever, you know. So there's that. All right, do we have a winner? We have a winner. Mike, I don't know if it's Tilly. Mike Tilly, you are the winner of the Walker t-shirt. You know, I've got another random giveaway here too. So I've got a orange PFC hat right here. Told you I was having a huge blowout, you guys, right? So for this one, you know, you got to love the color orange, and that's PFC. It is what it is. PFC isn't on our list today, but let's type in brakes, and let's go to the 4th person. 4th person who types in brakes, Tori's going to watch that. And that leads us to our top product, which is, this is kind of crazy, you guys, because of the fact that well, I ordered some, but then I got kind of wiped out on orders because one of my wholesale dealers bought a bunch of them, and I've got some more on the way. They'll be here tomorrow. But that would be our Crate Insider flat air filter base. That's not really the best picture of it. I like the side profile where it looks like it's a little tornado on the side. And I don't know, maybe we've reached the point where everybody has them. I'm not really sure, but we seem to continue to sell them. So our Crate Insider flat air filter base, top product of 2019, and it runs $99.50. So Tori, do you have a winner for me? Rick Agnew. So Rick, you are the winner of the orange PFC hat. You can also go ahead and send us a private message with your address. We'll get that sent out probably later on this week. You know, it is going to be New Year's. Although I mean, who's joining me for champagne right now? I mean, we're going to toast. Are we toasting in the office here, Alex? And Tori, we're toasting. Yeah, Alex already made his champagne toast, as in it's gone.
Don't waste no time.
Pretty much what I expected to happen. I did not do that on purpose, I swear to God. But I'll also be celebrating because tonight I'll be welcoming all the people that are going into my Smart Racers program on my Winning Motorsports Marketing site. Let's go ahead and drop that link in one more time to our Smart Racers program, because I'm telling you, going to 2020, there are going to be some racers that I'm going to work with, and we're going to make sure that they're successful. When they're wow, I swear to God, everybody's watched me. I only had like 4 sips. But when racers are successful with promoting, it helps absolutely everybody else in the entire racing industry, from manufacturers to tracks to fans. Everybody benefits when racers can do a better job with understanding the right things, the right way to promote, and I'm going to help you get there if you decide to be part of my program. So love to welcome you. I hope that you've had a great 2019. It's been fantastic here at Crate Insider. I am so grateful to each and every one of you that's here and watches, and you're my customers and you spread the word. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and I am so excited to go into 2020. Lots of new exciting things coming up ahead. We've got new products to do or to release. We got new videos coming out. Lots and lots of excitement coming forward. And thank you for being on this journey with me. So happy New Year, and I'll see you in 2020.